Just when I thought filmmakers had experimented with every kind of horror film, A24 goes and reinvents the wheel with one of the studio's latest films, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Now, don't be startled by the title. Although it might sound like a comedy, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is far from it. Like many films these days, the film is a hybrid of genres combining thriller, drama, and horror. But this horror isn't like the supernatural 80s flicks you might instantly think of when imagining the genre. No, instead it's a scarily real look at one woman's corner of the world. That woman is Linda, a therapist and mother who's struggling to stay afloat as she feels like her whole life is crumbling around her. She's played by Rose Byrne, an Aussie actor mostly known for her comedy work in films like Bad Neighbours and Bridesmaids. But in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, she really gets to show her range and stretch her wings. The main appeal of the movie is seeing her showstopper performance from beginning to end. You see her character is constantly on the edge of a mental breakdown and teetering by the second. For a lot of actors this would come off as hammy or melodramatic, but Byrne really captures the mix of anger, frustration and sadness that comes with being a working mum. The film is a real testament to how far a film can go off of one central character, as we're basically tied to Linda and her reaction to her troubling life. Thankfully though, it's not just her in the film. We also have a great supporting cast of a notable but bizarre mix of faces. Emerging out of his retirement from late night is Conan O'Brien, playing one of Linda's fellow therapists. And can I just say, I was genuinely blown away by how serious and committed Conan was to this performance. Obviously, everyone knows how funny and wacky he can be when setting up a joke, but he shows a truly different side to himself. His performance hits some pretty dark and mature themes when he's talking to Linda on the sofa, but I never once questioned his presence in the film. He just slotted in like any other professional actor, which is a welcome surprise considering his prolific career in comedy. Also in the cast, fresh off the heels of Highest to Lowest, is A$AP Rocky, who similarly fits right into the mix of professional actors. He plays James, who acts as a kind of friend and confidant to Linda throughout the course of the film. He hangs around the check-in desk at the block of flats she's staying at, and although their connection is quite weird, it still all feels quite tangible and believable. So with this healthy mix of solid performances and interesting story, it's fair to say that the film was a success. The only grudge I have with it is that it kind of feels that at a certain point it abandoned some of the side characters in aid of following Linda further down the rabbit hole. Interesting, but it doesn't fully satisfy that itch to know more. But who knows, maybe that's the point. I should say that the story isn't for the faint of heart. It really drops you into the heat of the battle with Linda's stressful but all too real problems, and might make you equally stressed too. With that said, I'd recommend it to those of you who like your horror new, exciting and unpredictable. Overall, I'd give If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching. I've been Never Hold Back, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.